Today is the day we've all been counting down to, the first major test for Ruben Amorim as boss of Manchester United, as we do travel to the Emirates Stadium to take on Arsenal. I'll tell you, the good news is it's been confirmed that the wonder kid Lenny Yoro has traveled with the squad indeed, and the expectation from many a United supporter is he will be starting. I hope so. I hope he's ready and 100% fit to start this game and bring that spark and fire in the defense. But the big battles in a game of football are always in the middle of the park, and that's where Arsenal probably have got the bigger advantage over Manchester United, at least if we are to judge by what we've been seeing recently. But how exactly is Ruben Amorim going to set up his midfield to try to level up, to match them? Welcome to the United Road Sport. My name is Webb, and in this video, I'm here to focus on the midfield battles and what chances United has got if we are going to win them. Let's get it. Like this video, fam. Please, thank you so much for most of you who like our videos. Many of you do like our videos. We can do more. If you don't click on the like button, you're doing our channel a disservice. It's our channel, guys. So let's grow it together. It feels better the more and more people we get on joining our community. So please do like and of course join us. This is the United Road Sport. My name is Webb. Let's get it, guys. Now, listen, without a doubt, I think we can predict the midfield that Ruben Amorim is going to go for. We can, of course, speculate that maybe Bruno will be sitting in the middle next to Ugarte, and maybe Rashford and Zakzi play behind Hoyland or Garnacho, and Zakzi play behind Rashford or Hoyland or whoever. But realistically, I think chances are Amorim is going to play Bruno behind the number 10 as one of the two, behind the number 9 as one of the two number 10s. Now, meaning Casemiro will be getting a place in this one. He will be starting this game next to Ugarte. Now, there's a there's feels there clearly. If you hear that, knowing of course you're trying to juxtapose that against what Arsenal has in their middle, you certainly see that United will be clear underdogs in terms of those midfield battles. But I've been thinking, and I'm saying, look, the beauty about Casemiro, Bruno, and Ugarte is that two of those players are hardworking players. Casemiro too is hardworking. It's just that his body is no longer, able to give you the results of the good tangible results of his hard work. But the thing is, my view is that for this part one game, I think if Casemiro shows up in an image close to the Casemiro we know, because if Casemiro shows up and he's 100% fit, well rested, which I believe could be the case. I don't think his body is being overworked lately. I want to expect that if he's going to play, Amorim has been managing him in the past days. You saw how he substituted him off in the last game. I feel like if Casemiro is a little bit fresh, he can never be as fresh as a 25 or 26-year-old. But if he can be 60-70% fresh, he has got the brains and anticipation that can tame this Arsenal midfield. So whereas Ugarte has the physique and Bruno is more physical than him, I believe for me, the key for the midfield of Man United is going to be on which levels Casemiro is going to show up at. If Casemiro is at 60-70%, I think he tries to step up Ugarte and Bruno to try and match what Arsenal brings. And because in terms of experience, Casemiro and Bruno, the two of those, bring a wealth of it in terms of experience for such a game, to be able to think and do the right things and make the right decisions in the right moments. I think there is no questions about that. Casemiro will always try to play the right pass. At times he might fail to execute it right. He will most of the times anticipate when to slide and go into a tackle. He knows when he has got to increase his energy and sprint back, but maybe at times he might be tired. His physique will let him down. The only disquiets we have about Casemiro have always been his physique. But when Casemiro is not physically worn, he's good. That's the reality. He's good. So for me, one thing I've realized is Ruben Amorim has identified all problems that he has seen in his squad, and has tried to slowly get solutions for them. Now, if he has got a solution for the physical iniquities of Casemiro, I'll tell you, Arsenal is in for a serious battle because when Casemiro steps up his game, Ugarte is always animated. Probably I expect him to be running and following Odegaard wherever he steps. Bruno will do the magic with confidence that behind him there are two guys who are able. So, and I think for this particular one game, Casemiro will know well enough that he has got to do all he can in his power to try and level himself up. So for me, that's where I think I have no questions about Ugarte. Of course, it's a big game. It's a major, I think, biggest game he will play in his life so far. But I have no questions about Ugarte and how he can grow into the game. It will start off with pressure for him and stuff, but still with Casemiro and Bruno around him, they will certainly help him to calm down. And because he was a young boy, but he has got the physique and the skills, the basic skills that he needs to succeed as a number 6 at Man United. But his animation can be controlled because again the other thing, like I said, and is the fact that Ugarte and Casemiro complement each other in terms of communication. They know how to. Ugarte knows how to support Casemiro for his physical weaknesses, but also Casemiro knows how to help him position and go right and move right and move in the right channels right. So there will be, I think, a maturity overload in the middle of the pack for Man United, and if it's a good day for United, that can really be a menace for Arsenal. So for me, people have been telling me, but Web, that midfield of Manu cannot do anything on Arsenal and da da da. But actually, I'm thinking it can. It actually can because in terms of experience, the Manu experience is more experience. Midfield is more experienced. Yeah, it is more experienced. Casemiro and Bruno, the two of those, are more experienced than any Arsenal player you bring. But so all you need to do is to try and have Casemiro level up because of his physical issues that we understand with the age. So for me, I would bank on that. But also, uh, the other thing I expect to see is Bruno trying to add a lot. If he's starting as a 10, I expect him still to try to add a lot to the middle and support because one of the things I believe Amorim is going to be telling his players to do is to keep it compact in the middle. And you see, you can't keep it compact with only two. And that's Ugarte and Casemiro. Bruno will certainly, more times than not, be expected to drop back and try to cover the gaps because of his good pressing, and will always go and run to the guy with run at the guy with the ball and try to close them in. And Casemiro and Ugarte should be smart enough to know if Bruno goes, where do we go? And so there can be solutions to the anticipated overloads that Arsenal could be able to bring at Man United. And if those are contained, I'll tell you, because the thing I've seen about Arsenal is they are by and large, of course, with the exception of the fact that they have added set pieces to their game lately. By and large, you feel they're one trick pony. They're one trick ponies. If their passing does not get they fail to penetrate. If you avoid them any chances of penetrating you through their passes and what, they run out of ideas. And when that happens, they get frustrated. And when that happens, it's seen even on the coach, Mikel Arteta. And when Mikel Arteta is frustrated on the touchline, his players do not respond. They can't respond. And he shows it. I remember that I keep referring to that AC Milan AC Milan game where Arsenal dominated possession. They passed the ball day and night. AC Milan kept it intact, and Mikel Arteta just ran short of ideas. And you could see it on the touchline. He did everything in his mind, in his ability, to try and unlock AC Milan. He failed, and for me, the moment I looked at him on the touchline, stepping on the pitch without realizing he's on the pitch, got a yellow card for that, I knew they are done. So Man U should know well that if you frustrate, the longer you frustrate Arsenal with they are passing the ball and you just keep it disciplined. So meaning every player has got to be fully concentrated. You don't lose your marker. Go man to man, especially on the wings, man to man marking with Bukayo Saka and Martinelli. See players like Bukayo Saka and Martinelli. If you mark them and frustrate them, they get out of the game. You get them out of the game. Such players, mark them, knock them, frustrate them. Of course, technical or tactical fouls. If you do that to such players, you frustrate them, and you've knocked them out of the game. Then you get them panicking, you get them angry and conceding, by wrong cards, making wrong decisions, and that's what Man United needs to do. So you play the psychological game on them from the onset. United will give themselves a chance. So guys, don't worry about the midfield battles. Well, we are not saying we are at their level, but I think if our players level up in some of the things that define them, in the basics that we know they are good at, I will tell you, United will have a big chance in this one. They will certainly have a big chance in this one. So, my prediction for the game tonight, I will say it: the worst will be a draw, 2-2. But I think Man United could edge it 2-1. That's my prediction of the game tonight. Tell me yours in the comment section. My name is Webb. Remember, this might be this if it doesn't go well, if Man United doesn't draw or win, well, you can look at my hair for the last time, for one last time. But I've got utmost confidence that my hair will stay on. I'll keep on my hair. See you later on. I'll probably come up with a live. I think I'll be live at 10 p.m. I'll most probably be live at 10 p.m. Most likely on the Ndiba Yoka, as we of course build up to the game when the lineups are out, and of course get to see where we stand and where Arsenal stands. Subscribe, like, and share the video, fam. Cheers.